Review book one is about the books that I've read for the last 40 years, and today I have my special guest. She's a former educator turned style strategist, teaching women to simplify getting dressed and step boldly into their next chapter. No other than Miss Leah Bent.
Hello.
Welcome, Miss Leah. On Book 101 Reviewing, can you please introduce more about yourself that I miss?
Yes, my name is Leah. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a style educator. So I took my education background and mixed it with my style background. And so I became a style educator, educating women how to uncomplicate style and get dressed easily and quickly and look and feel their best.
And thank you so much for empowering women all over the world to look Thank you. So today let's talk about why getting dressed feels so hard and how to make it feel or make it easy again.
Hey.
Yes, so, Miss Leah, let's diagnose the problem. Why does getting dressed, seemingly simple act, feel so emotionally and mentally taxing for so many people? Is it a decision fatigue, body image, identity crisis, or something else?
Yes, it's a little bit of all of those. It is decision fatigue. It is having so many clothes in your closet from different eras of your life that don't go together. It's not knowing how to dress the body that you are in currently. It's having difficulty with maybe in a past years you used to go out a lot, and so your closet's full of going out clothes, but now you work in a corporate setting so you don't have clothes that match your lifestyle. Also, you have difficulty matching color combos together. So every piece of your outfit you may love, but it feels just a little bit off because of um, you don't have the right color combination. So there's a lot of things that complicate getting dressed. And one of the things that I do on my TikTok and with my clients are helping women create systems and simplify getting dressed.
Just simplify for getting dressed. How much of this struggle is internal versus external?
Yeah, that's a good question. Some of it is internal. And I would say, in terms of confidence, like I can put women in the most beautiful dress, gown, or expensive pieces of clothing. But if they don't feel inside, confident in themselves and in what they're wearing, nothing they put on will make a difference.
Yes, definitely. And what role does morning cognitive load play? Is it getting dressed hard because it's the first decision of the day, or when our willpower and clarity are lowest?
Yeah, so I have two little children that I need to get out of the door at at a certain time in the morning, and so um, one thing I do to help that I encourage a lot of women doing that I don't hear them doing is planning ahead. So I'm a big technology person, and I use an app. Called Index, and I categorize all of my clothes on there. And so the night before, the week before, I put my outfits together so I don't have decision fatigue in the morning. But yes, it's just that mental overload of I've got to make lunch or I've got to get the kids out at a certain time and then I've got to come back and, hop on a meeting. And so you just grab what you're comfortable with or grab the first thing that's next to you instead of really intentionally planning out what you're going to wear for that day.
That's a good trick, Miss. For sure, that's a good trick, Miss Leah. Identity and the second skin. You likely said that getting dressed is about more than the fabric. Is it about identity? How does clothing act as a second skin or a public signal for our inner state? And why does that make choosing it from you?
Yeah, so I feel that a lot of times when you see women who maybe don't look as good as they could look, that is reflecting an inner struggle that they may be having, or their how they're feeling on the inside is not matching how they want to feel on the outside. So clothes do have a huge part of your identity. Also, I believe that clothes hold memories, maybe of a time that was not so great in your life, and you're still holding on to that clothes, but you're holding on to those memories. So that's why I also encourage women to like recycle your wardrobe, purge every now and then, do a wardrobe inventory, and look at which pieces are fitting how you want to feel, how you want to show up, how you want people to perceive you.
For people in periods of transition, why
Hmm.
does getting dressed often feel particularly destabilizing? How
Hmm.
does our clothes, our closet conflict with our evolving self?
Yeah, because they feel stuck and they know where they're going. Say, and you're in a transition of, just having a baby, right, for a woman, and she used to dress a certain way, but now her body's changed because she has a baby, has different responsibilities, has a different lifestyle with a child, so she's kind of stuck in this limbo of this is what I used to do, this is what I'm used to, but now this is my new life. And so I help women bridge that gap or that transition from this is what you used to do and this is not your life anymore. But this is your life now. And now you have to dress for the life that you currently have.
Yes, definitely. So, how does should self battle with the actual self in front of the closet each morning?
Yes. So, if you have a closet that is full of clothes of many different past lives, and what you see is all of it, but you don't necessarily wear all of it, that creates a huge struggle in the morning. Instead of just tailoring down to what you normally wear or the clothes that fit your lifestyle right now, seeing it all is just such an overwhelm, even though, a lot of it is not what you are currently wearing. It doesn't currently fit your body or your lifestyle. That creates a lot of overwhelm. So actually paring down your closet to and being realistic about your lifestyle, right? Like I said, I was a mom, I work, I don't like go out at night as much, so my closet is not filled with going out clothes, and that makes a huge difference to make your closet match your lifestyle.
Let's talk about the practical system and the how to. What is the
Mhm.
first most impactful step someone can take to simplify their wardrobe and their morning routine? Is it a purge, a uniform, or a mindset shift?
Yeah, I think the first thing is absolutely a mindset shift and being realistic, like I said, about your lifestyle. Like lifestyle dressing is huge. And I think being realistic about these are my lifestyle buckets. You may have multiple. It may be I work from home. It may be I take my kids out on the weekends. It may be I go out on a date night, right? And so being very realistic about what those lifestyle buckets are is really going to help having a mindset shift and also having outfit formulas. That is one of the biggest things that I show on my social media, on my TikTok page, is really creating outfit formulas that you can go to that work for you every single time. That when you can't think of something to wear, or when you didn't prepare ahead of time, you can just go grab these two pieces. You know that they always work, and you know that you feel good and look good in them.
Let's talk about the concept of a uniform and a
Mhm,
signature style. How
mhm.
does a limiting choices actually increase creative freedom and reduce daily stress?
Yes, so having those limited choices or constraints, I'm actually doing a style challenge on my TikTok right now where I'm giving women on Sunday a restraint and telling them, okay, pick one day this week and make your outfit fit into these parameters, because repeating outfits really helps you be creative with your style. as opposed to like, I'm going to follow this trend and I'm going to follow this trend and I'm going to follow this trend, but really taking things that you feel comfortable with, finding a formula that works for you, and changing the bottom in maybe a different style or a different color, switching out the top for a different texture, a different fabric. That really helps to your creativity with getting dressed.
What does a close edit with a compassionate look like? How do we let go of clothes that represent a past or a
Mhm.
past self or aspirational self without guilt?
Yes. So I actually, it's funny you asked this question because actually just talked about this on my social media last week. Instead of doing a full closet purge or taking all the clothes away, just store them. Put them in a trash bag in your basement or in your garage or in a storage facility. Because a lot of those clothes, like you said, they do have meaning or sentimental value, and sometimes people feel like they're throwing away pieces of their life. And so, to be very sensitive about that, I just encourage women to store the clothes instead of doing a full purge. And get rid of them completely. And if they feel, oh, after a whole year, I didn't go touch any of them, I didn't even think about them, then you can get take them away. But if you're like, I need to go in that bag and pull out this, or I need to go pull out this, right? Then you still have it there for you to be able to do that.
How can we use decision stacking or planning ahead to preserve mental energy and the rest of the day, Miss Leah?
Yeah, so I did mention before the app index. It is a app that you can categorize your whole entire closet. You take pictures of it, you digitize your wardrobe. I am actually a stylist on Index, and the premise is to dress you in the clothes that you already have. Sometimes women can't see the possibilities in their closet, and so as a stylist on Index, I put together outfits with things that you already own. But while you're laying in bed, instead of scrolling on, social media the night before, go into your digitized closet and you can put outfits together. You can take pictures of them so you can remember, I wore this on this day, or this outfit really worked. And I feel that has been like one of the hugest game changers for taking away that decision fatigue in the morning.
Miss Leah, what is the role of sensory comfort, like the fabric or fit or texture, in making getting dressed feel easy and grounded rather than a performance?
Yes. So I another thing that I'm very big on is natural fabrics. I do a lot of secondhand shopping. I encourage my clients and my community to do a lot of secondhand shopping, and just the women want to feel comfortable in their clothes, right? And so the fit makes a lot of difference, right? Because if you're going out somewhere and you're pulling on this and tugging on this and pulling down this, right, you don't feel comfortable. So fit is something that is really important, and you want the fabrics and the clothes that you wear to just bring you comfort as you are out and about in your daily life.
Let's do the navigating our external pressures. How do we detox from the influence of a fast fashion and constant pressure of newness that can make our own closet feel perpetually inadequate?
Yes. So another thing I encourage my community, my clients to do is shop in their closet and help them to realize that they do have clothes at home, right? And they don't need to go run and buy the latest everything just to feel stylish. You can feel stylish by putting together the things that you already own. One of the biggest things is scrolling on social media perpetually and just saving outfit inspo, saving inspo, saving inspo really puts people in the mindset of, I need that, I need that, I need that, right? But if you're starting off in your closet and you see what you have, then you are not tempted so much to go and buy every single trend.
In the age of hybrid work and blurred lines between casual and professional, how do we define appropriate without overthinking it?
Yeah, so I would say have yourselves again. I keep going back to this, but a formula that so that you're not overcomplicating it for showing up on a Zoom call that you may have working from home. And again, how do you want to be perceived? How do you want people to look at you? Because as much as we don't like that, that's the reality of the world. People will judge you just based off of seeing you for one time. So thinking about that as you're getting dressed, like how do I want to show up and how do I want to be perceived?
Hmm. Yes, definitely. So, what is the healthy way to engage with fashion trends without letting them dictate our choices or make us feel out of date?
Mhm. So, one of the things that I encourage women to do when they see a trend that they really like, think about multiple ways, at least 3 or 4 ways to style that piece. Because if it's just a one off piece, because I saw her wear it and now I need it in my closet, chances are it's not going to get worn. But sitting on it and thinking about it for a little while instead of making it an impulse purchase, if I need to just go out and get that right now, and also thinking of what does it work with in my closet currently and how are there different ways that I can style it. And if you can't answer those questions, then you don't need that piece.
Yes, certainly. So, Miss Leah, what are your short term and long term goals?
My long-term goals are to continue to just be a voice of educating women that it does not take a lot once you have these systems in place to get dressed. It does not have to be decision fatigue every single morning once you have these systems in place. And if me with like little children, a busy job, owning my own business, having a family, I can manage to show up every day, then I want to teach women as well how to do that. So that's my long term goal is just to be visible and be um, just a support for women who are either going through transitions or trying to find their style or trying to simplify their systems of getting dressed every day.
Mm. Yes, good luck to your goals, Miss Leah, and looking forward for more success. And what will be your piece of advice for those people out there who want to be like you?
My piece of advice would be to really be honest with yourself. So, if you don't go out at night a lot or on the weekend, but your closet is full of going out clothes, like you're going to have to do something about that. But really be reflective, be introspective, because it's first a mindset shift, and then once you have your mindset in place, then you can start putting those systems in place. But I would say, like, just be very realistic and very honest with yourself.
Be realistic, and thank you for that advice, Miss Leah. And can you please recommend a book of books that influenced your journey?
Yes, I do have a book. It is called, surprising or not, the Japanese Color Dictionary. And
Mm.
this is what I give to my clients when I am finished styling them. It is a book of color combinations. It starts off very simple with 2 combinations and it builds to 3 and then it builds to 4, and I gift this to women to help them with getting dressed, because sometimes it's not about like the pieces that they're wearing. They feel okay, but they just feel something's off, or I need to level up just a little bit. But using the Japanese color combination dictionary has just really been a game changer for me, as well as my clients who I recommend it to use when you're getting dressed. So, like, flip to a page, open it. Okay, I'm going to do this color combination today, because a lot of times, sometimes we get stuck in that black and white and beige kind of dressing, but using that just really helps women develop their style and get out of the box a little bit.
Mhm. get out of the box. And thank you for that recommended book, Miss Leah. So, mindset and joy. How can we refrain getting dressed from a chore or a performance into act of self-care or even playful self-expression?
Yes, clothes are definitely self-expression, and I also encourage women to try something they've never tried before. I am One of the things that I offer in my services is a style membership for women, where I curate a collection of clothes for them to use to get dressed to create outfits. And I always include a wild card. It's something they didn't ask me for. It may be out of their comfort zone. But sometimes they're like, oh, that wild card outfit, I went and bought all the pieces and I just felt really good in it. So just how you show up in the world and how you feel is really a reflection of, something that you're wearing.
A reflection for sure. So, what does look like to build a wardrobe based on what feels like me, or rather than what looks good on me? How do we discover the core style, Miss
Yes,
Leah?
I would say to start with um, pieces that you wear all the time and you feel comfortable in. So that would be your second skin. It's the things that you navigate to all the time, and start building from there. Pick a color, an anchor color. Contrary to popular opinion, it does not have to be a neutral. So if your favorite color is violet purple, then you can build your wardrobe around violet purple. There are no rules to style and to getting dressed, and I encourage women to make it theirs. But start small with what you wear all the time, what you feel comfortable in, and then start building from there.
Mm. So, for someone who has lost all joy in getting dressed, what is a tiny, low stakes experiment to reintroduce a spark of pleasure?
Accessorize. As you can see, I have lots of bracelets, earrings. I'm a big accessories person. If all you can throw on is a t-shirt and jeans, put on some statement earrings, put on some bracelets, put on a necklace, and that will change the look of the whole outfit and just make you feel a little bit more confident.
Definitely. So let's talk about the broader implication. How does simplifying this one daily struggle have a ripple effect our confidence, productivity, and overall mental well-being through the day?
Yes, because I feel that in most cases, if you look good, you feel good, right? And so it allows you to show up confidently in other areas of your life, maybe your job, and then takes that piece of mental load away of getting dressed to put it into something else, because getting dressed should not feel hard, right? And so once you've had those systems in place for a little while, it's just very natural. There are some days where I'm going out or I have a meeting and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I either go to my app or I know the things that always work. For me, one of the things that I love is a pair of heels, a pair of jeans, a shirt, and a blazer that always works for me. And so I know, like, that's my backup outfit. So have some backup outfits that you can just go to take that mental load away. But how you show up and how you look is oftentimes how you feel.
So, to wrap up our discussion for today, Miss Leah, or before we wrap up our discussion, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, people. My other podcast, because my abstract essay is already in sixth season, abstract poetry in third season, and of course, my book 101 review in sixth season as well, comedy 101 in its third season, and my food 101 in sixth season as well, geography 101, love letters, movie 101 review, music 101 of fourth season, science 101, sex 101 in third season, and of course my trivia 101, law 101, mental health 101, motivation 101, entrepreneurship 101, and Bible verses 101 are my baby podcasts. So please listen to them wherever you listen your podcast. So, Ms. Leah, what can we learn from cultures or individuals who seems to have an easy, joyful relationship with dress? Is there a philosophy we can adopt?
Yeah, I think it is a mindset of not overthinking it. And when we think of different cultures, they often have a uniform per se or a style of dress that they always dress in. And so we can take that lesson from other cultures to create ourselves. Our own uniform or our own style of dressing that becomes your signature style, right? And once people see you out, they know, okay, she's gonna wear this, or this would is an outfit that she would pick. So thinking about how other cultures dress in their uniform, right? They wear pretty much the same types of clothing every single day, and that becomes their personal style. So you can do that as well with the clothes in your closet. Outfit repeating is definitely how you develop that personal style, not by wearing something today and wearing something different tomorrow and wearing something different the next day, but really taking your clothes and mixing and matching them in different types of ways and repeating your outfits throughout the weeks.
Yes, indeed, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom to the world, Miss Leah. Thank you. So, can you please invite our listeners to support your business, your advocacy, or whatever project that you're doing right now?
Yes, so I do have a website, which is where you can book my style services. I also post multiple times a day on my TikTok. That's where I am the most active. And I do have a Substack newsletter that I send out multiple times a week, just giving you advice and systems about simplifying getting dressed.
Yes, people, let's support Miss Leah Band because if you support her for sure, more and more empowering advocacy like this will rise. And I have one more question, Miss Leah. If you could give one final piece of encouragement to someone who dreads opening their closet every morning, what would it be?
It would be to take a deep breath before you go into your closet and be realistic about what you are dressing for that morning. Look at the clothes that you wear every day that you feel comfortable with and start there. It does not have to be overwhelming. And if you need support, I would love to be the person to help style you, educate you, and support you in feeling that taking away that fatigue, that mental fatigue of getting dressed.
Yes, people, let's connect with Miss Leah. So, Miss Leah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Monica, people, see you soon.
Yes.
Again, thank you, Miss Leah, for your being part